How's it, Laker Nation? This is the foundation. It's kind of giving like Laker thoughts and all that off-season, season review, kind of a little bit of both. I didn't get to make videos towards the end of the season. I've been sick a lot, and people requesting off, and like my schedule changing and all that. So it was very hard to like watch a game. I missed a lot of games, so I won't do videos if I want to, then I will, but most of the time I won't do videos if I don't get to see the games live. I was so confident that we was gonna push for that 8th spot because we were rolling defensively, offensively. Our threes started really falling down for us. Our defense was very, very on point. But the injury started, Josh Hart and Ingram right off the bat. That Miami game for Ingram, I thought was a cheap shot, but that was the start of a lot of things going on. Players getting nicked up, losing Lonzo Ball, losing Isaiah Thomas. This is where we got to credit our front office and scouting and player development coaches and everybody. Bringing Travis Ware and having contributed. It seems like every other week we was bringing up Thomas Bryant and Gary Payton II. And then also with Andre Ingram, to be in the G League for I don't know how many years, but to finally come up and play in an actual NBA game at 32 years old it was very touching to see that. Somebody posted that they was telling that they want Kobe Bryant to make a short film on it, for his not giving up. I cannot say the word right now. I don't know why, but him not giving up constantly, keeping his head strong and not giving up on his dream and all that. So that would be a nice thing to see. As far as with Julius Randle being a restricted free agent, how much money do you give him? I mean, how do we go with one or two max deals and all that? Because we have some guys coming up, and we have some guys that are really solid for our team, like Julius Randle. It's like, how much money do we give him? Because he was playing bully ball. He'll drive you a little crazy with his unnecessary fouls and his signature offensive foul move. But he was this playing big man ball, and the way he took charge a lot of time, was and his nonstop effort, is always great to see. So it would be that kind of thing with him. Same thing with another thing with Brook Lopez, in the beginning, shooting too many threes in my opinion. Then started really evolving his game inside and outside. If we get a max deal or two, then he's pretty much gone already. But you gotta love that he had chemistry with our team, and if we sign one, then how much would it cost to bring him back? That's another area. But I like him for our team makeup and all that. KCP, defensive specialist, started really hitting his threes. At one time he was unstoppable from the 3-point line, but his defense has always been his signature and everything like that. And the chemistry with this team as well, it's all about chemistry. But if we go for the max player, he pretty much is out because of the positioning and all that. But that's why you go, do we want to sign 2 or 1? That's gonna be the question and all that. And finally, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is the most tricky one and the one least likely I would like to bring back. Not because of him himself, it's just, because everybody thought the Cavaliers ran away with a trade and everything like that. Yeah, they're in the playoffs and everything like that. We're not. But at the same time, too, you couldn't help but think that that Isaiah Thomas came right in and started, instant offense. Um, he deserves a lot of credit for his, confidence, the resurgent confidence in Zubac. Him and Zubac had a great, solid chemistry and everything like that. You know, so that's one thing. Is like, ooh, you kind of give that second look and all that. But is that hip gonna be a reoccurring issue? And and then the biggest thing in the room is his defense. And there's a player out there. The reason why I most likely don't want to bring him back. Brandon Ingram becoming a star. That's why it's like, do you sign 2 max deals or you sign 1? Because you don't want to ruin what you're getting going with Brandon Ingram. He was our go-to guy at times. He was like, when we needed something done, he was the guy. Kyle Kuzma, people argue that he was the best rookie and everything like that. How many 30-point games? I like to see him get a little bit better at the offense. I mean, the rebounding and defensive side. But, other than that, he's showing a lot of promise. Lonzo Ball, the roller coaster ride with him, the off the court, with the dad and everything. I don't have to go back into that. His shot not going down, then started getting better, and then when he got injured, he came back and he really was balling out on the offensive side, and then his shot started going away, and his free throws is the free throws is his number one priority more than anything else, more than his shot and anything else, because he was getting to the lane easily, but he was kicking out the ball. He was looking to pass too much. If he can come close, at least attempt to finish at the rim, and then knowing that he's gonna knock down free throws, it's gonna open a lot more for him offensively, because he's a great passer already. His defense was a very pleasant surprise. That will to play defense and rebound, you can't teach that. That is natural, natural instincts and natural heart. With that. And I think he can work through his shot. I think right now his most important thing is his free throws. Finally, with Josh Hart, this is why I don't want to bring Isaiah Thomas back. Josh Hart, is his physical nature and his defense is very, very needed. And then he started developing an offensive game, and which reminds me a lot of Derek Fisher. So if you bring back Isaiah Thomas plus signing a max deal, maybe 2, you're taking away the development of further development of Josh Hart. So you don't want to progress stop that. That's why I'm kind of like with Isaiah Thomas, because of what he can develop and all that. I mean, if there's nothing else out there for Isaiah Thomas and he can come back, then fine. But right now, I'd rather just move forward with Josh Hart because of what he's doing. And so that's my off-season thoughts and all that. I would rather just sign. To be honest, I would just rather have signed 1, and then wait for next year, because Klay Thompson is gonna be next year, and he's a guy I've been targeting for a long time, and all that from the draft to now. I've been wanting this guy on our team for a long time. Gotta bring back Laker guys. Come on. All right. Mahalo for watching. This is the foundation, Laker Nation. Aloha.